Nice one. Nice. Smallmouth are special. They're so addictive to fish for. It's the chase, the size, the brute strength, and they're elusive. Like, you know, some days they're easy to catch and most days they're not. It's just putting the pieces together and figuring out how to get the biggest smallmouth to bite. You know, there's so much hype around scent in this industry, but the reality is smallmouth are visual feeders and they're making that bite decision based on what they see. They're always on the hunt. They're eating everything they can see. And out here on these Great Lakes, super clear water, they can see everything. Man, they love harsh conditions. Like, they just thrive in it. Big, huge waves, rain. You know, we fish for them in sleet when it's super cold. Sometimes we're breaking ice to get out to these fish. They love that big, deep water. They're always chasing big schools of bait. It's always an adventure when you're after these fish. There's nothing more exhilarating than getting that bite. When a smallmouth hits, oftentimes it's just, you know, they want to rip that rod out of your hand, and then all heck breaks loose after that. It's about managing that fish and making sure you get that fish to the boat. Sometimes they're just, you know, they'll jump 4 or 5 feet out of the air, but that experience of just hooking one and then getting it to the boat is one heck of a ride. When people ask us why we do what we do, to us it's so clear. We want you to be able to go out and catch the most pressured, most stubborn fish in the lake. So everything revolves around that mission, whether it's product design, manufacturing, education, making sure that you have the best possible components and bait designs so you can go and catch that hardest fish to catch. So everything we do at Great Lakes Finesse is so that you catch fish others can't. Absolutely smoked it. There's a fish. Better. Yeah, I mean, tricking these fish to bite has changed a lot over the last 20 years. You know, when I first started, you know, if you got around some fish, you could pretty much use almost anything to get them to bite. But, you know, as time's gone on, anglers have gotten smarter. You know, we got detailed mapping, we've got side imaging, forward-facing sonar. These graphs tell such a crazy good story for us when we're out on the water. So, you know, it's really changed the way we fish. And, you know, for us, it's taking it even further. You know, we used to rub our baits in the carpet of our boat before a tournament to really just knock the glare off our baits, and oftentimes that's the difference between a fish that's shying away from your bait and eating it. And also the neutral buoyancy. You know, they're seeing so many more baits with so many more boats on top of them, and having a bait that sits perfectly level without having to move it constantly is just, it gets fish to bite that, you know, other baits just can't. Yeah, I mean, Great Lakes Finesse started out of pure passion. Everything about it was just to try to win the next tournament. So, you know, back in the day, like 10, 15 years ago, we really got onto this light line, really micro baits. We were buying anything that we could that was for panfish, like crappies and perch. But the problem was that stuff just isn't meant for, you know, big 5, 6, 7 pound smallmouth. The hooks would bend out, the plastics would tear real quick. And, you know, for us, we ended up starting to make our own stuff. It really was just to make stuff for ourselves. Like, really, we didn't even know it was gonna be a big deal. We didn't know that people would even understand what we were doing. So, you know, for us, it was just make stuff that would help us win, and we'll sell some, and if it works out, great. You know, fast forward to, you know, even this past year, we broke the record on the St. Lawrence River for the biggest bag of smallmouth ever caught in the river. dealers are picking it up like crazy, and the best anglers are starting to fish with it. It's awesome. It's a pretty special experience. We just want to be known as a company that does it right, that has the angler's best interest at heart, which for me and our team, we truly do. We really want to make sure that anglers have success on the water, and you know, we hope that that comes through in the products we put out. I know for us, you know, unless we catch at least 50 to 100 fish on a bait, we're not going to release it, and it's just got to be perfect. It's got to be on that level. We won't compromise on anything. For us, it's not, our focus isn't to just make a dollar, it's to make the best possible product. So for us, it's about making sure that the bait is the best it can be to give the angler that edge, to have the best available product. So, you know, for us, we're never gonna stop. We're never going to be happy, and to be honest, it's just never good enough. Competition is fierce. And having the Great Lakes Finesse advantage, that neutral buoyancy, the matte finish, these super small but realistic profiles gives anglers that edge they need to win.